everybody, it's Maria Saracen from mariasaracen.com, and I'm here with a Divi tutorial. I promised you several weeks ago that I was going to tell you about the latest and greatest version of Divi and why I am just so freaking excited with the new changes they've made to it. Because honestly, this is a game changer in so many ways, and they just keep getting better and better. Now, is Divi the theme for everybody? No, it's not. But for many people, it is. It's one of the most popular WordPress themes, and it's made by the fantastic Elegant Themes. Here they are right here. They actually make many different WordPress themes, but Divi is kind of their blockbuster theme, the theme that they're putting a lot of effort into improving in a very, very frequent and constant basis. And I've been making websites since about 2002, I would say. Years ago, many years ago, I discovered Elegant Themes. Their value is fantastic. You pay either $69 or $89 for the year and you get all their themes. If you pay the $89, you also get plugins that are incredibly useful, and it is a fantastic value. So that's what appealed to me at first. But the reason I've stayed with them for so many years is because of their fantastic customer support. Back in the day, before I was using Divi and I was using their other themes, I was constantly contacting them saying, how do I do this? How do I tweak that? And they would always reply to me within hours. So that just blew me away, that customer service. But now that Divi is around, I rarely need anybody's help because it is just so incredibly customizable and so easy to use. And a lot of people say to me, Maria, is this something that's good for beginners? And I'm like, yes, of course it's good for beginners. It's fantastic for beginners, but it's also something that a lot of web developers use. A lot of people who professionally design websites love and use Divi, and that's where I am. That's my website right here. This is a Divi website, and you can do so much with it. You can make Divi look incredibly different depending on what your tastes are, what your objectives are with your page. One thing that has been said about websites in this day and age is that they do tend to look similar in that we have headers and it's rather modular, and that is true. But the reason it's like that is because they need to be responsive. So in order to have that responsiveness so that they look good across all mobile devices, you unfortunately do lose a little bit of that creativity and customization that you may have had in previous days. But honestly, you can do so much with Divi and make it look fantastic. If you go to the Elegant Themes website, you'll see many different examples. You'll see their examples of websites that they've made with Divi, which are just absolutely beautiful. But then you'll see other people's examples, what other people have done with Divi, and you'll see that it actually can look very, very different from one person's site to another. Okay, so there is a lot to tell you about Divi, and I have other tutorials showing you exactly what you can do with the builder. I'm going to give you a very quick overview. This is an example of all the options you have with the Divi builder. It's not a what you see is what you get editor. So you know how if you look at a page and you can move things around, the images, the text, all of that good stuff, that would be what you see is what you get. Divi is slightly different. It's a drag and drop module editor. And these are the modules that you get. For instance, you get an accordion, blurb, divider, image, post title, person. You get so many different options. And I'm going to show you some of these options at work. You also get some really fantastic features that I haven't seen with many other WordPress themes, if any, to be honest, and I want to show you those features today. So just to give you a quick example, this is a Divi layout. The logo, you can choose how your navigation bar is set up. You can choose how your header looks. This is a call to action module. This is an image module, and you can actually animate your image modules if you want to. I'll show you how they are animated on another site I have. This is a testimonial module, so you can format your testimonials in many different ways. This is just one way. and just so many options. So let me very quickly show you another website I have, which is WordPress website in a week. I'm going to reload it and you're going to see how these images work. So right there, that image is animated, and these little icons are part of the Divi theme. So you don't actually have to go and upload your own. There are a lot of icons you can use. You can change their color and they're part of the Divi theme. Then this image animated, but we missed it. They have fabulous buttons that you can style however you want to. They have the ability to add backgrounds to each section. You can create backgrounds behind your text modules. This, I decreased the opacity. You can easily do that, and I'll show you an example of this right here. This is the parallax effect. So in other words, my content is scrolling over a static image. So you can see that's the parallax effect right there. Divi also has a ton of fonts that are pre-installed. So you don't have to go stressing and uploading other fonts. You don't have to go looking for them. These are all pre-installed and you use them however you want, and it's extremely customizable how you can use them. Again, I've used some of their icons. You can have backgrounds, borders. These are boxes that the opacity is decreased. It's incredibly easy to do that. And here, for instance, we have an image slider, I believe is what I used. And this I'm using to basically take people through every day of WordPress website in a week and explain what the content is in each day that they're going to learn and use. These are some free icons that Elegant Themes provided. You can get them from their blog. They have some fantastic free resources. So even if you're not going to use Divi or any of their themes, you can get these resources free. They have the ability to create columns very easily. And just, oh, and then this is an accordion box. So you can see if you want to have frequently asked questions, it's very easy to include text in these boxes without making it a mile long. People just click on this little plus sign and the boxes open up. It looks really nice and neat. And I just can't say enough good things about Divi. So let me show you a behind the scenes, what it looks like. I created a page, Divi Leads Test, and I'm going to explain what the leads part is because it's a new feature. But basically, this is the Divi builder. So you insert a module. So let's say, for instance, this is a section. This is a module. Actually, I'm sorry. This is a section. These are rows that you can add. So when you click on the row button, it'll ask you to choose what sort of layout you want. You can have full width. You can have half, thirds, quarters. You determine what you want. So I'm going to do a full width right here. And then you click on Insert Modules, and this is where you pick the modules you want to use. And there are a lot of options, as you can see here. I showed you the accordion just now. You can have your blog, so you can have excerpts from your blog posts showing up, call to action button, comments, divider. And this is why you can make your website look completely different to somebody else's website, even though you're using the Divi theme, because it's all about how you set up these modules. So I'm just going to add a button module. You can even have a counter right here, which is pretty cool, but I'm going to add a button right there. You add your button URL. So I could choose WordPress website in a week. And then you just say whatever you want to say on your button. So let's have some fun! Exclamation, okay? You can choose how you want to align your button. So I'm going to go center. You can choose your text color. You can disable the button on any of these devices. And then this is where you can go into advanced design settings. So do I want to use custom styles? Yes. I can change the button text size. I can choose the text color. Okay, I can choose whatever color I want. I could also choose the background color. the border width of the button, the border color. So there are just so many options. Then I can also choose the font, okay? And this is where Divi has all these custom fonts that are really, really fantastic fonts. There's something for every mood, every type of website, I would say. And I'm going to choose Happy Monkey because that just sounds like a fun font to use. And then I could use a button icon if I wanted to. So I'm going to go yes. And then these are the icons I was telling you about that are preloaded. And you can pick any of these icons right here. I'm not going to make this button too fancy because that's not what this video is all about. But basically, it is just insanely customizable. And I'm going to say that word so many times in this video that you can have a drinking game with it. And I'm just going to show you this very rudimentary page that I've created. Okay, so here's the page. I have this header up here, header image, and then let's check out our button. All right, there's our Happy Monkey font. There's the little icon there. Let's have some fun, okay? So what I want to show you in this video, what I'm really excited about the latest incarnation of Divi is that it allows you to do split testing right there in your Divi builder. You don't have to upload any plugins, any special programs. It is as easy as pie to do split testing. And I wish I had this a month ago when I ran my giveaway because I really wanted to split test my landing pages. And I did split test them. And I found out that one was converting much better than the other. But the way I had to do the split testing, the first version using a plugin basically broke my site. The second version was I had to do it manually, and it was so complicated. I had to do all kinds of ridiculous math, and it actually wasn't that complicated, but it wasn't that scientific. It wasn't showing me as much as I would have liked it to show. So with the new Divi Builder, basically all you have to do is go to the top here and click on this little hamburger icon and click on Enable Split Testing. Okay, it's as easy as that. And you go Save. Click Save. Okay. Now it's going to say you have activated the Divi Lead Split Testing system. Using split testing, you can create different element variations on your page to find out which variation most positively affects the conversion rate of your desired goal. So let me just show you my WordPress website in a week, okay? For instance, I could split test this page and have a completely different header here. And then what I would do is the goal would be to see who clicks on this button. I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay. Now, of course, this button is a bit too low down. So ideally, there would be a button right around here that's very close to this header. And I can see how many people click on that button with this header compared to a completely different header. Or maybe all I would do is tweak this copy so it would be very precise and I would know exactly what people are responding to. Do they like this version of copy or do they like another version of copy? And the way I would find out which is the better version is based on the goal I have. So one goal could be for them to click on the button right under here. You can pick the goal of your page, but ultimately, what this forces you to do is think about, so when you're split testing, it forces you to think about what is the action I want people to take. So you very thoughtfully create your website. You don't just slap things together and be like, oh, here's my website and whatever happens, happens. That is not the way to create a website. The way to create a website is to know exactly what the purpose of every page is. So when you do split testing, it really forces you to think about that. But really, you can split test images, you can split test copy, you can split test testimonials. For instance, I have these testimonials here. You can split test, even background images. That might have an effect, or color scheme. So all of these things can be tested using the Divi split testing tool. So let's proceed right here. And what you do, you see you get this little yellow circle. So you click on whatever it is you want to test. I'm going to test the full width image. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And then it says, congratulations, you have selected a split testing subject. So the yellow circle is for the subject. Next, you need to select your goal. Okay, so it gives you examples of what a goal might be, and it guides you through the process. What I want my goal to be is this button. Okay, so I'm going to click on the button, and basically it says, congratulations, your split test is ready to go. Now, as I showed you on this page, here's the header, and here's the button right down here. Okay, so very easily with Divi, all I have to do is grab this and put it above here. Now, I can't put it in the full width image over here because that is a special section, okay? But I can lift it higher on the page very easily, just like I did, drag and drop right there. So now when I preview changes, you will see that the button has jumped up right here, okay? Now, obviously, that looks ridiculous. So what I would do is just center the button. Instead of left, you just go center. And then the cool thing about Divi also is, even though it's not a what you see is what you get editor, you can see it before you get out of the module settings. So I can see right there, it went to the center. It looks much better. I'm going to save and exit. Okay. So now you probably noticed right here, we had the full width image that I set as the test subject. This is the goal. This is a test subject, and it automatically created me another full width image. So what I would do here is, instead of this image, which is exactly the same as the original, I would upload another image. So for the sake of example right here, I would just use this one, set as the image. Okay, and the advanced settings, I just want to check. Nope, we're good there. Here we go. I just want to see, okay, fade in. It also has a fade in. You can choose how your image comes in, left to right, right to left, top to bottom, all that good stuff. So I'm going to save and exit. And now what it's going to do is serve up, when you update the page, you always have to update for it to be live. Once you do that, it is going to serve up these two variations of images, and then it's going to see how people respond to these images based on my goal is for them to click on this button. Okay, so it could be a call to action button. It could be, well, it would be, obviously all buttons are call to action, but mine just says, let's have some fun. It could be buy now, or, let's connect, whatever it is that I want people to do, I would use that type of text on the button. Once I have let it run for a little while, what I would do is click on the View Split Testing Stats, and it will tell me last 24 hours, last 7 days, months, all time. It would have a graph here. You can see how many impressions, how many clicks, the click-through rate, and it gives you a nice little pie chart as well to help you interpret the data. It'll tell you, so clicks, how many people read, bounces, and your goal engagement. Okay, so it has all these fantastic statistics that you can use very easily, and then you can end the split test and pick a winner. And to do that, you can do it right there. And the purple circle basically says choose which one is the winner. I click on that, and boom, you can see all the colors are off. The split test is over, and you have a winner, and then you just go with whoever the winner is. Obviously, that's the most effective option. You leave it at that. You don't keep split testing. You can run another split test on another part of your page, so you just do that whole process over again, testing another element. And another thing that you get with this little hamburger setting is the ability to have custom colors. Now, anyone who uses WordPress will know that it's such a schlep. You constantly have to put in your hex color code every time you want to use it in your design. So what you can do here is just pick your color codes right off the bat, and then this palette will stay up for you so that you don't constantly have to keep doing that. You just have to remember to save. And then every time you go in and you need, for instance, let's say I wanted to add a background color here. And to do that, I would go to Advanced Design Settings, Background Color, choose Custom Color, select Color, and you see here are my custom colors now, so I can just use that. I don't constantly have to be pasting the code into the box every time I want to change it. So that is a hugely helpful, in my opinion, just because I use a lot of custom colors. In my opinion, it's hugely helpful because now I don't have to go and, every time I want text to be different or the button, these icons or this text, it is just so easy. I choose the colors that I've already uploaded and then we're good to go. So that is the really juicy new stuff in the new version of Divi. If you are interested to see some of the other powerful capabilities of Divi, I'm going to give you links to my other videos. And if you're interested in getting Divi, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is a fantastic WordPress theme, and the reason you want to go with a premium theme, so in other words, not a free theme, but something that you pay for, is because you get fantastic support. They're constantly updating so that you know that it's compatible with the latest version of WordPress. They're making sure that it is secure so that your site doesn't get hacked or, have anything funky happen to it, because security is obviously very important. You don't want your site to go down. You don't want your your precious work and content and livelihood to go offline. So, that's kind of important. And also, Elegant Themes is just so insanely affordable. For a personal plan, you pay $69 a year. Not only do you get access to Divi, but you get access to all their themes and you get perpetual theme updates. So that's fantastic. Premium technical support, can't recommend it highly enough, and unlimited website usage. So you can put it on as many websites as you have. Now, if you go with a developer license, you get all these things, but you also get access to all of their plugins and you get the layered Photoshop files. Now, the beauty of getting access to all their plugins is that you get their plugins, and they have some pretty fantastic ones. You get the Divi Builder plugin. So let's say that you already have a WordPress theme that you love, but you want to make it more customizable. You have the plugin. So all you have to do is put the Divi plugin into your site and you can use your existing theme, but have all the incredible capabilities of Divi that I just showed you. You also have access to the Bloom email opt-ins plugins. And this is a beautiful plugin to create all kinds of gorgeous opt-in forms. You also have Monarch social media sharing. So for instance, you get this beautiful setup. You can configure it in many different ways, but it just looks really neat. You can have it on your images if you want to, make them pinnable or shareable. So Monarch is a really beautiful looking plugin that you can use with that upgraded level. You also have the handheld mobile plugin, which I've actually never used, but you can make any website mobile friendly. You don't have to use it with Divi because Divi is already 100% responsive, so you don't need to do that. You get the elegant shortcodes, and you also get the maintenance mode plugin. So you can create a coming soon page very easily before you release your website. Now, on top of all this, if you are interested in creating your WordPress website and you are just starting out or you'd like some help, I have a course that's coming out very soon. In fact, when you're watching this, it may already be out, but it's called WordPress Website in a Week. And basically, I'm going to show you step by step how to create your beautiful WordPress website in only 1 week. And I'm also including some very exclusive modules on Divi, which are a bonus. You don't have to be using Divi, but if you're using Divi, I'm going to show you some of the biggest tips and secrets using it so you can use it to its full potential. I'm also going to show you how to develop a site, not just so that it looks good, but so that it actually converts, so that you are actually making money from your site, so that people are taking the actions you want them to take, and so that you're connecting with them and they really get a feel for who you are and how you can help them. Because a lot of sites, unfortunately, do not accomplish this feat. So if you're interested, head on over to WordPressWebsiteInAWeek.com, sign up to be first in line for enrollment, and I will help you. I will hold you by the hand and help you create your incredible WordPress site easily, without a nervous breakdown, without a therapist or the need for an army of tech geeks or VAs. And we're going to get it done and have your gorgeous site up and running in a week. So that's it for this tutorial. I hope you found it really helpful. Happy web designing, happy split testing, and I'll see you again really soon.